Hello, everyone. This is just another terrible breaking news. Abduction terrorists raid Kwara community, abduct pregnant woman, turn children, nursing mothers in Ekiti local government area. An elderly woman was struck by stray bullets during the assault. Let me first of all just read this one. While let me I don't even know how to take this, this whole thing or because it's really absolutely becoming crazy. Like I said in a video I did some days ago, we are being hunted as if we are animals. It is forests that hunters go into, they use their guns, they pack people and take them away, use them for whatever purpose that they want to use them for. Now it is villages that are being hunted, it is people that are being hunted. People are literally living on the edge. I've asked repeatedly again and again and again, what happened in Kwara? What is happening in Kwara? Why the sudden change? 2, 3 years ago, Kwara State was one of those states where you never heard of any attack. Peaceful. There are few states like that. I don't want to mention them because I just don't want to jinx it or that there is no attack that happens there. Everything is good. And thank God for these places. Kwara used to be one of them. All of a sudden, about 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago, we just started hearing of attacks here and there. This is happening here, that is happening here. And before you knew what was going on, literally it's not an everyday thing. Just a few days ago, we saw, what happened in a church where they were having their service, their evening service, and these terrorists came in. I just even finished, and as I'm talking to you now, I'm seeing that old woman bent over. She can't run, having to just walk slowly as she tries to escape from this terrorist. If not for the fact that that video they were live streaming and that video was out, probably nobody would have heard of that attack, or people would not even believe. People would say, "Oh, how come? How this? How that?" And you know, just after that attack, we saw something that somebody shared on Twitter that had been posted. I think it was on TikTok, where a young student nurse, had put out her experience, on the day when they were in church also, and there was attack around in the community. She had gone to church and coming out, see dead bodies on the ground as if we are at war. Nigeria is not at war, but we are worse than the people that are at war. In fact, scratch that. Nigeria is at war with itself. It's being killed in here. People are being killed. People are being massacred. It's a genocide happening in Nigeria. People are being disappeared, communities are being taken over, a lot of things happening, and yet we don't have any government. No one is there, nobody to be found anywhere. And she just showed it, and she will go on to show how they were now evacuated. All the schools from that area, government, the Kwara State government sent in buses and all over to evacuate. If not for the church, Eruku church attack, we would not even have known that happened, because so many of these attacks happen. They are not reported. On the other day, I was in an IDP camp here in Abuja, and I met, some family members who were saying to me that, look, they were attacked in Goza, they were attacked in where they were, and there were some of them who had lost their siblings that they left there. And these are people who have been living in IDP camp for over 10 years. So it's just so sad, it's so pathetic. And here now again, it's almost in short, in a day there are several attacks in Kwara. It's the one that come out here every day now. You're hearing of these attacks, this, that. And so it's just so sad in a way when you continue to see all of these things. You're wondering what really is going on. Where are our security agencies? You're having terrorists are mocking Nigerians, mocking the military. They are on social media, they are doing live. How are they doing live and you're unable to get them? Terror swept through Isapa community in the Ekiti local government area of Kwara State on Monday evening as terrorists invaded the town, abducting a pregnant woman, 10 children, 2 nursing mothers, and several others. We say the 138 that had been returned back, the Eruku. They just say, oh, they returned them. But now we are hearing Bayo and Nonuga saying something like, oh, DSS called them and asked them. So you know where these people know where they are. You are having transaction and business with them. So literally probably money exchange is a ransom that will pay, and then they will now carry more people because you're collecting this, you're not going after them, you're not wiping them off, you're just leaving them. Even the other day, the IG of police was speaking, the way he was speaking, pete, pete. Nobody, we know when you are speaking without authority, nothing. There's no how anybody's going to look at you and think, the bandits came, they brought this, anybody that goes after police, we will go up. Really? And meanwhile, the bandits are there, terrorists are there mocking us. Lord have mercy. According to national pilot, the attack occurred around 6 p.m. on November 24, 2025, when an estimated 20 to 30 armed bandits stormed the community, advancing with a large herd of cattle and firing sporadically. An elderly woman was struck by the stray bullet during the assault. A community leader who confirmed the incident said 11 people were abducted, including 7 members of the same family. Among the kidnapped victims are pregnant women, 2 nursing mothers, and several young children. The abducted individuals have been identified as Salatu Kabiru, Magaji, Kande, Hadiza, Mariam, Saima, Habibat, a housewife, Fatima Yusufu, a housewife, Sarah Sunday, pregnant woman, and Lami Fidelis, a nursing mother, and Hajia Na Allah. Eyewitnesses explained that the government moved through parts of the town, leaving multiple bullet holes in walls and doors. Expended AK-47 shells were recovered across the community after the attackers fled. Sahara reporters previously reported that panic and tears swept through Eruku town in the Ekiti local government area of Kwara State as terrorists stormed a branch of the Christian Apostolic Church (CAC), killing 3 worshippers and abducting several others, including the pastor. Sources have told Sahara reporters that the attackers invaded the church during a meeting and immediately opened fire, sending worshippers running for cover. 3 members were shot dead on the spot before the assailants seized an unspecified number of people. The gunmen came in suddenly and started shooting. 3 people were killed instantly, one source said. They gathered others at gunpoint and marched them into the bush. We still don't know the exact number taken. The attackers reportedly escaped through the bush path that connect Eruku to neighboring communities, leaving residents in panic and confusion. While this is going on, where is the commander-in-chief? Nigeria does not have a commander-in-chief. We have a certificate forger-in-chief. This is not the time to be putting old people who cannot do the job there. This is not the time to be allowing them rig election and get into office. Where is the National Assembly? If we don't fix politics, as bad as this is, everything depends on politics. We don't fix politics and put in the right people in there that will do the job and protect our lives. We are all victims waiting to happen.